Welcome to AVR Unlocked. Today we're discussing the Ceres 440 planter. This cup planter is available in 4x75, 4x80, 4x85 and 4x90 cm working width. The Ceres 440 is designed to ensure a precise planting distance to guarantee an optimal growth of your potatoes. This planter distinguishes itself by several automatic functions, a precise planting distance and depth, a low required pulling force and a perfect ridge build-up. My colleague Christophe will show you around this machine.
Today we are discussing the Ceres 440. This is our 4-row cup planter on the left of the tractor, which is available in both a mechanical drive and a hydraulic drive. The planter behind me is a hydraulic driven planter in 4x75 execution. Now, what are the strong points of this planter? Point 1. Accurate planting element. Each AVR planter is equipped with a cup planting element. This way we can ensure a precise and accurate planting distance between two seed potatoes. The cup belts inside here are available in two versions. We have the green one and the yellow one. The green one can work with a range of seed potatoes from 30 to 60 millimeters, and the yellow one can work from 40 to 80 millimeters. We can also add inserts to these cups to further increase the range. Now, how are these cup belts driven? This is done by a drum on the top, and on this drum is a hydraulic motor. Each planting element has its own hydraulic motor, so we can switch off each channel individually based on the GPS signal coming from the tractor. We can also adjust the planting distance on a digital way through the screen interface in the tractor. So with this system we can always guarantee the correct planting distance, and that we're only planting on the spaces where we really have to plant. Point 2. Robust frame. The Ceres 440 is built around a robust frame with in the front this central beam where the furrow openers are mounted on. We work with one central beam to ensure a level planting depth over the 4 rows, so we can also ensure a level harvesting depth later on in the season. This beam is hanged up on a parallelogram setup, so we always remain level with the soil surface, and the depth is set by 2 depth wheels which we can adjust left and right hand side of the planter through a spindle. We have different types of furrow openers. This is depending on the soil type and the planting system that the customers are using. Point 3. Isobus control and intuitive interface. The Ceres 440 is a full Isobus machine. This means that you can use an Isobus screen to control all the functionalities of the planter. With the planter we always deliver our own joystick to control the primary functions, but you can also use your aux-N joystick if you have an Isobus tractor available. Now, we use an Isobus screen, but we still use the same known AVR interface with our icons and our different symbols. So the most important thing here is that it should be easy and user-friendly, so that you can get quickly acquainted with your planter and get the most out of your planter as quick as possible. Point 4. Automatic functions. The Ceres 440 planter can be equipped with several automatic functions to make it easier for the operator to get the most out of his planter. One of these functions is the automatic slope control, where we measure the slope of the planter and then adjust the vibrating system of the cup belt accordingly. Another automatic function is the automatic tipping of the bunker. With 2 sensors mounted into the bunker, we automatically control the movement of the bunker so that there's always enough seed potatoes being delivered to the planting element. We have a similar sensor on the back, on the ridging hood. This one looks to the soil in the ridging hood to ensure that we always have just enough soil in the hood to make those perfect ridges, but not too much that we don't have a big soil buildup on the headland. And then up to 4 cameras can be mounted on the planter, one looking backwards like you see here to the ridging hood, one in the bunker and 2 on the planting elements. This way the operator always has an accurate view of what's going on. Point 5. High capacity bunker. The Ceres 440 is equipped with a high capacity bunker on the 4x75 execution with 1.9 tons of seed potatoes capacity. On the 4x90 execution we can go up to 2.3 tons of seed potatoes. The movement of this bunker is done with hydraulic pistons. This makes it easy to fill it up, but also to empty it in a controlled way during planting. Point 6. The ridging hood. The Ceres 440 can be equipped with or without ridging hood, and instead of the ridging hood we can also use ridging plows and lattice rollers. The ridging hood itself can be equipped with steel plates or with HDPE plates, like on this planter, where we use plastic inserts to have less soil accumulation and still build that perfect ridge with the lowest traction force. Now, on the ridging hood itself we can also put a tram lining system, which can be fully controlled by the GPS of the tractor, so you will automatically put your tram lines on the correct position. We can also add an anti-erosion kit to the ridging hood, and this anti-erosion kit prevents soil from being washed off during heavy rainfall. Point 7. Data follow-up with AVR Connect. After everything has been planted, it's important for a farmer to know what has been planted and at what cost. That's why we use our AVR Connect platform, where we gather all this data and present it in an understandable way to the customer. The Ceres 440 can be equipped with an IoT module, which gathers all that data and sends it to AVR Connect in the cloud. This way you get an immediate overview of all your running costs, like fuel consumption, numbers of potatoes planted, and also the total planted acreage. So in the blink of an eye you have a complete overview of your total running cost of your planting setup.
In summary, the Ceres 440 planter provides the perfect planting conditions to allow an optimal growth of potatoes with minimal required drive power.